All right, welcome back, guys. We're underway with part 2. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit. We're doing this back to back, but you'll see this video on a different day. That's how uploads work. King Midas here, your boy Vaughn. Let's show you guys. Let's talk about the Annandale cards and comic show in totality now, along with showing you guys what we pulled out of the Mylar from the LCS sale, the 50-cent sale. So first and foremost, we had some stuff dropped out to us from our dear friend. Thank you very much for these books. You know who you are. And his roommate also had some comic books because he's more of a manga person, but these were still Tokyo Pop comics from the late 90s. So we'll get into what those are. You guys can see them right here, all Mylar up. So first and foremost, he went to a signing. He got some of these books done. Who's the Drew Edward Johnson there on the cover? Monsterverse, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, signing that book there, issue number 3. I believe that's cover A, so that is pretty cool. So thank you very much for getting a book signed for me. He also, in his pull box, gets 1 in 25s now. So anytime Jenny Prison does at least a 1 in 25, he's going to pick it up for me. So thank you very much. With that being said, when he picks these books up in particular, I don't know if I'm going to ever get 1 in 50s or 1 in 100s. It's just if the store orders it or not. It's very difficult for a smaller store to get 100 copies of certain books, I imagine. So then he also ended up giving me a bunch of his Nakayama duplicates that he had. So really cool to get these. Somebody was actually asking for these, so I wish I would have sold them immediately. But here's a Nakayama I don't have, but a lot of times I don't notice when he does like kind of normal covers like that, as opposed to like these, which he's more known for. So this Critter number 2 is pretty cool. Don't have that. We have some Imperial Cadet with Han Solo. I believe I have those two. And then this Young Love. I think that the second printing for this is the one that you actually want to find that has some money. And of course, last but not least, Mary Kate and Ashley, the Olsen twins. No, Mary Jane and Black Cat, the Dark Web Nakayama. I do have the 1 in 100 variant for that, or 1 in 50. One of the other. It's a ratio, whatever. So thank you very much for those books, man. I appreciate it. Now let's talk about these. There's a whole stack, 35, but I'm only going to show you the important ones here. This is a full, complete run of Sailor Moon from Tokyo Pop. I have to check this. This is the number 2 here, but I got to check if it is first printed. I believe only the first book had a second printing, so I have a number 1 and a second print. Now all of these do have some spine ticks on the spine, but this one, the spine ticks aren't even color breaking, so it just needs a press and it'll be a perfect, well, it'll be near mint. I don't think it's a 9.8. None of these are 9.8 candidates. I think majority of them are 8.5, 8.0s and up, but with presses I think we can get them all up to very fine near mint, 9.0 range. So that's pretty cool. Number 3, number 4. Very, very happy to have all these. What's great too is that I complete my run. I was really only missing about 12 of them. So now any of the duplicates that I have, if anyone's looking for Sailor Moon, let me know. Number 5. Number 6. And then number 7. So I just wanted to show you guys the first 7 out of the 35. And then, of course, the more important ones. Check it out. 33. Now I don't know if the end of these were newsstand or not, like, because there's a barcode on it, because the early issues don't have a barcode, but the final issues do have a barcode. So in the next video I'll probably tell you guys if that's the case or not, because if these are actual newsstands, then as opposed to directs, then you're looking at big money on these last 3, because those are the ones that are low print run. And the final issue, tough book to find. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is a near mint book, and it is a newsstand. That's pretty cool. Sounds like somebody was banging on the door. But you guys notice we started at issue number 2. We're like, hey, Vaughn, where's the number 1? Oh, yeah, it's right here. But it's also the San Diego Comic-Con pink foil variant. That is right now. You guys can't see it, but you see those little white silhouettes there. There's definitely some color breaking spine ticks. They're minor, they're small, but they are unfortunately there. But the rest of it, again, with the press, sitting at like an 8.0 right now with the press, maybe bump it to 8.5, maybe a 9. It's probably 8.5. That is still a very, very difficult book to find, even in that grade. So I can't believe that we got the entire Sailor Moon run. So shout out to this man who was like getting rid of his comic books. Yes, we paid up for him, but we both came up with a price that we both agreed on, and he was happy to move them. He also had some Cowboy Bebops, but my buddy who set up the deal here, he ended up getting those for himself. So kudos to you, man. I wish I could have those Bebops too. All right, next up, another dealer had $5 incentive variants. All these incentive variants were $5. Don't know how. I guess they get overstock of these variants, so they're able to throw them away for cover price, essentially. But some of these aren't even the 1 in 25 ratio price. They're more than that. So let me show you the 20 I got, because we definitely got 20 for the $100. Cool. And if anyone wants this is for sale. We tried to move it today at the show. Blood Hunt, the red band 1 in 25 variant here, got 115 on it, issue number 4. Awesome books. I couldn't hold on to the issue 2. I didn't get number 1, but I couldn't hold on to the 2 and 3 fast enough. So I was kind of surprised that it didn't move, to be honest. All right, let's show you these variants here. All right, so first up, Space Ghost. The J. Lee 1 in 20 black and white variant. Then we got this Riki Yagawa Spider-Woman number 6. I've been looking for this one, so I couldn't believe that was in there. I remember I was trying to order it on the day of release, and they were asking like $35 on my comic shop. We got this awesome Raza Spider-Boy number 7. Again, I think that from now on, I need to make sure I check these guys' booths out and not buy any 1 in 25s anymore, because they might end up having them. Nick Bradshaw on the Spider-Man number 6. Y'all know me, man. I am always on top of my variants here. Ben Harvey, Star Wars: The High Republic number 4. Not sure what volume is that. Is that volume 3? Thanos, issue number 3. Pyeongjun Park. So that one, I don't really want to keep the Thanos one, so I'm going to sell that one for sure. Gabriel Del Auto on issue number 2. Those ones are older, I think. Uncanny Avengers, issue number 5. This is Stephanie Hahn's variant here. Glad to have that one for $5. A newer one here, Batman Dark Age, the Mike Allred 1 in 25 for issue number 1. Yeah. I thought it was like number 2 or number 3 or something like that. This Priscilla Petrates, hope I said her name right. Cobra Commander number 3. Again, I dig it for the $5. Definitely all day $5. Danny on the Catwoman. Issue. This is issue number. Well, it doesn't say on there. Oh, the price sticker, the orange price sticker is covering at the top. But love that black and white variant there. Next up. Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives, the 1 in 25, issue number 2, Francis Manapul. We have a Daredevil, Gerard Parel, issue number 5. Love Parel's artwork. Underrated, very underrated. Nick Bradshaw on Fall of the House of X, number 3, 1 in 25. We picked up both of these because maybe these will pop. Gerardo Sandoval, Halverine number 1. So we'll bring that with us to Roanoke. If you guys don't already know, we're going to be setting up at the Big Lit Comic-Con, Roanoke, VA, August 3rd and August 4th, first weekend of August. It's going to be fun. I Heart Skull Crusher, the 1 in 10. That is trending. I think that's a long-term hold there for that anime book. Sensational She-Hulk, the Nakayama, issue number 7. Didn't have this, so glad to add it to the collection. We have this, dude. This literally just came out. And it's got a spine tick in it. It's not. They're not color. They don't look to be color breaking, but I'm gonna move that into Mylar. So this is the first appearance of this character here in issue number 70. Can't remember his name though, but this is a 1 in 10 that's definitely going to be a harder one to find in the future. Yeah, it just needs to be pressed. Those aren't color breaking, so that's good. They're always shifting in these boxes, and I don't like it. Driving, making long drives, hour-long drives with comic books in the back of the car is never fun. Sonic the Hedgehog Spring Broken. You guys saw one of the issues there, cover A, that we got earlier in part 1. So nice to have the ratio variant. So that was that. 20 books, $100, all. I think 20 of them are 1 in 25s, and the rest of them are 1 in 10s, right? There's 1 in 20 for the Dynamite, has weird ratio numbers, but that was a pretty good score in my opinion. A lot of hot artists that you normally see doing variants and ghost books. You see in Long Story Short. Check them out on YouTube. Those guys are fantastic. Amazing group of guys. Love them. And last but not least for this video here, at the 11-minute mark, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that was in the Mylar that we pulled out. So, you see stuff like this, these exchange, these were given out to military members overseas. So there's like 20 issues of this. I remember when I was stationed in Japan, when my dad was stationed in Japan and I went to the exchange, the BX, PX, whatever it was over there. I think on the Air Force Base, it's a BX. They sold these there. Well, not these. If you bought a comic book, they had these at the front counter just for free. We got a Helheim. This is a Phantom variant. So, it would normally stay in there. I don't think that one has any value. I'm going to recheck it again. I have a new system for things that need to be put in Mylar. If it's 1979 and older, I put it in Mylar no matter what. It's got to be over $15 FMV to be put in Mylar. Or in my case, like anything that Jenny Frison does or Artrim does, I put in Mylar because I just feel like those are books in the future that will go up in value, creep up little by little. Just like any other Adam Hughes book, or Bruce Timm, right? Bruce Timm, everyone's talking about Bruce Timm these days. Dave Stevens these days. And then the final criteria is like, those ratio variants. Majority of the time, ratio variants are going to be over the $15 mark. However, a lot of 1 in 10s aren't. A lot of 1 in 25s can just stay in normal, in a normal polypropylene that we use. Normal bagging board, Silver Age, whatever. But yeah, that's the criteria, right? So 1 in 25s and up, for the most part, are going to be over $15. So this is just some of the other stuff that was in the Mylar that we pulled out. Now, and you can see like some of it was just, they're dollar books, but again, at 50 cents, I can still sell one of the, I can still put it in the dollar books. First appearance of Pickle Rick here. Put these in the dollar bins. I still double up my money on 50 cents, right? And on top of that, I got a free Mylar to use for a book that needs the Mylar, because we have probably about 5,000 to 8,000 comic books that need to be bagged and boarded. Anyone want to help out with shipping supplies, please? So here's the Rolodex of stuff that was in this Mylar here. So really interesting. I don't know how they ended up in the Mylar to begin with. What was the reasoning for some of these? Because a lot of these are just your average indie books. And they were in Mylar. Somebody was specking on them. Maybe they were hot when they first dropped. Some of this stuff, if people really, really enjoy indies right when they come out, like at 8 Billion Genies, they get optioned immediately. Oh, that's again, these Star Wars Adventures, these Francovillas, these are dollar books, right? You can still pay cover price for them if you're if you're buying Star Wars books at a normal LCS, on a My Comic Shop. These are going to be $2 to $3 books. Some of them end up in the $7 to $9 range. you know? So a lot of these we just got to cross-reference and check. Actually, no. All these are being added to my... I think these were already added. Because we took them all out of the Mylar, which means we've already processed them. There's the first appearance of Thor's daughter there. And then the cover swipe of the first appearance of Thor. Survival Street. Some Sesame... adult Sesame Street oriented thing. Some Swamp Things, which are kind of cool to see in there. This one's cool. Brian Boland cover. That's actually a $10 book. So maybe justified in Mylar to somebody, right? Yeah, I take that back. Anything. This David Finch variant is pretty cool. I thought it was a 1 in 10, but I think it's just a B cover. What I was saying with the Mylar. Yeah, you can put whatever you want in Mylar. I mean, it's you're protecting your books, right? If I could add everything into Mylar, I would. Very Gary does that at all his shows. So if you ever see him in the Northeast area, you know, go check him out. He's probably one of the best vendors here in the Northeast. So Avengers Forever, of course, you want that issue number 9. That was the key in that run there. Multiversity. I want the Captain Carrot Action Comics 1 variant of this Multiversity book. So if anyone has that, I'll buy it off you. Thing 21 newsstand actually has. It was FMV for that's like $16 for the newsstand, but I don't think that's like a real price here. It's a pretty cool left and right variant for Justice League. It's a second printing for the Stake book, which was okay. It was an interesting read. Maestro World War M. This is a really good read. The 1 in 10 variant there. Tedesco, right? No. I don't know who. Mike Del Mundo on the cover there for Walking Dead Deluxe. And then these we kept in the Mylar because they met our criteria. And these are 1 in 25. So Spider-Man, Spider Shadow. We have this cool Superman and Wonder Woman. This is a blank and somebody sketched on it. So I'm not sure who the artist is, but still cool to always get sketches. I love them. This is a 1 in 200 Stuart Eminem black and white variant for Empress issue number 2. This is a 1 in 200 and it was in the 50-cent bin. Now, is anyone going to pay close to that ratio? No. They had a price on here for $30. Seems fair for a 1 in 200, I think, right? We even had some cartoon Golden Age stuff for 50 cents. They were just thrown in there. Henry, I think it was at issue 44 or something like that. And then just a bunch of 1 in 25s. Again, that we have here, Avengers No Surrender, Nick Bradshaw. Or is it Paco Medina? Anyway, what do you guys think of that trailer there? You see who that is there? What do you think of that Captain America trailer? Luke Cage Investigator for Hire, 1 in 25 variant. It's a pretty cool variant here. It's a 1 in 10 for Punk's Not Dead. This is a Bill Sienkiewicz cover, so I thought that was really neat. Didn't know he did that. Glad to add it. Y'all know I love my Bell Sink stuff. Another Little Iodine, Jimmy Hatlow's. So another Dell Golden Age book, so that's cool. Even if it's chipped up, again, 50 cents and it's in Mylar. You can't beat that. 125 I Am Batman, Cully Hamner. We have this Wonder Woman 793, 1 in 25. Who's this by again? Joe Quinones. Is that right? And then last but not least, to keep it under the 20-minute mark again for part 2, Comic Book Legal Defense Fund Defender number 7. I don't think there's any price to this. It's definitely under $15, but it is an awesome Brian Stelfreeze cover. All day, every day. Love me some Brian Stelfreeze. So that's it for this part 2. We're going to be... cataloging because there's so many books to get through. We just have so much inventory. I can't wait to get this. I got 3 weeks of prep for Roanoke. So, hey, if you're in that area, Big Lick Comic Con, August 3rd and 4th. Hope to see you there. Go find deepinkcollectibles.com. Say hi to myself and to Charles. We'd love to see you. Love to say hi. Take photos. All the good stuff. So, hey, hope you guys enjoyed these videos here. That was our last week and a half here at Deep Ink Collectibles. So it's been this roller coaster ride it's up and down. But we have a ton of books, adding ton of books daily. So keep checking the website, guys. If you're looking for something, let me know. Happy to sell it to you. Until next time, Bag and Boredom.